And David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Rivers in at the 2 guard. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Lillard, and no good, trying to use the glass.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Porter. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now Morris after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Anthony's checked in for Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Jokic missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's in there.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here's McCollum. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Lillard against Morris. Over McCollum. Morris kicks to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Now here's Powell, following the miss by Jokic. Nobody near Lillard. That 3 off the mark.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Rivers. He dishes it to Gordon. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Jones checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. And a switcher also for Denver. Green's checked in. Rivers passes to Green. Shoots over Kanter. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Portland's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And Anthony gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Jones sends it back. Here's Gordon. Millsap trying to get open. And it's Gordon missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Lobs it up for Anthony. Leaps for it and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. So for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles is checked in for Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for McCollum. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Bol comes in for Rivers. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Harrison. Shot to stop the run. And Covington sends it back. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Harrison. Just 3 on the clock, and he jams it with authority.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over defensively.
It's all tied in Portland. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Damian Lillard told us before.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from a tough place.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Enes Kanter is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 4 on the clock. Porter pulls it in. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Harrison. On the wing, Green. No one near him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Millsap with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Bol. That shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Millsap passes to Bol. Shoots over Powell. Here's McGee, a second chance effort. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Harrison passes to Bol. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s.
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
it. You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. Out to Anthony. Wide open. And that's good off the glass that time. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Morris looking over the floor. And the pass to Rivers. No good there. And it's Portland the other way.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Norman Bowles checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Jokic. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Over Morris. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Passes to Jokic. He kicks it to Rivers. Back to Jokic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Lillard against Morris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lillard's got 6.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Morris dishes to Porter. Yes, that goes in. Porter's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
The shot comes out, and that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Morris with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Monte Morris is out there with Rivers. Then there's Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward position.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Lillard against Morris. Cantor. It's good on the putback.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Morris outside. Rivers with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Rivers passes to Gordon. From 7. There's the triple. 5 on the clock. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Portland trailing here. Cullen passes to Hollis Jefferson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Come on.
Cantor against McGee. Here's Bull. Makes it off the glass. Bull's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the middle. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Now, with his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the three or risk the blow by.
And stolen by Lillard. And they're running up the floor. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game.
Harrison. Here's McGee. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. And the basket is good. Denver in the lead. 1:12 left here in the third quarter. McGee in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Now Cantor. Jones in the post. Working on Green. Green with the block. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland, trailing by 2. Jones against Green. Jones kicks to Covington. For the lead, Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Denver shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. And a switcher also for Denver. Bulls checked in. Here's Simons. Lays it up off the glass. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets ahead. They lead by a bucket. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Nurkic is out there with McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Bull. Stolen by McCollum. And here they come. Lobs it up for Anthony. Nurkic trying to get open.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Harrison. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Millsap. Down low. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Anthony. Connects on the 9-footer. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. And so he hits both. The Trailblazers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Lillard outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Jokic passes to Morris. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. That shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. And is going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Morris against Lillard. Kicks it to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Over Rivers.
That's fantastic when Rivers makes an impact, just like right there. I mean, you love when he hustles and works hard on D.
Bol, he's checked in for Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris outside. The pass to Jokic. And the shot goes in.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Lillard against Morris. Now here's Powell. Passes it to Nurkic. Powell trying to free himself up. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Bull. Lillard against Morris. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Denver also making some changes. Michael Porter comes in for Austin Rivers. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're ahead by 3. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had it open, and he's taken it.
Giles checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thanks, David.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Jokic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on C.J. McCollum. He drops the first one, and that brings them within two here. And Jokic drops them both.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Lillard outside. No good that time. Good defense by Jokic. On the wing, Gordon. Here's Harrison. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Harrison kicks to Gordon. To the inside. Here's McGee. The kick out to Porter. And it's Portland with the rebound. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And here's McCollum. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
But even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly. Comes through big. Now they can put everything they have into guard against him.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. It's Porter outside. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Richardson with it. Lillard picks him up. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now, here's Nurkic. Here's McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
From outside the arc, the Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Nobody near Lillard. Here's Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard up top. Over Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Kleba with it. Back to Porzingis. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Powell. McCollum left side. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Inside, and the dunk by Covington.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Kleba. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCollum. Kleba with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Porzingis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. For Portland, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
First free throw is good. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And Portland making a change here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Mavericks leading by 7. Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Powell. Back to Brunson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jones drives in. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein in the post. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Pulls up. And he can't bank that one in. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return.
When I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1 for the finish. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously, last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Brunson. Powell in the high post. Anthony on him. Powell finds Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. Over Jones. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Pass to Powell. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Count the basket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Simons surveying the D. 6 to shoot. And stolen by CLA Stein. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Hardaway for 3. They get it again. Tries again. CLA Stein finds Powell. Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Powell. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Powell against Redick. Clock at 6. Here's Simons. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 8. Hardaway with a wide open look. Dallas again missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The putback and staying with the play, Anthony.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
It's stolen by Anthony. Jones drives in. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And now just a 4-point Maverick lead. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. An exceptional game plan helped them open with... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and then Lillard slams it in.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Here's Doncic, and the layup is good. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis is so agile, mobile, and hostile. You give him a lane, and he'll take advantage.
Doncic against Lillard. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Doncic outside. Back to Richardson. Pass to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. Doncic, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And Covington stays with it.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Doncic outside. Here's the pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Nurkic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. He gets that one.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis and stolen by Lillard. And again, Portland running the court in transition. McCollum finds Lillard. They now take the lead. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, the Slovenian delivers from deep. Luka Doncic lets his outside shooting set up the rest of his well-rounded offensive game.
Lillard from outside, nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here is Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. He dishes it to Carmelo. Lillard outside. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. He's looking for Kleber and finds him. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Cantor, he's checked in for Portland. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Kept alive, Cauley Stein, and he converts the layup. Cauley Stein's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Powell, no one. Wow, unbelievable.
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Trailblazers ending the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Jarrett Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Portland.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Down low. From inside, here's Marjanovic, and the shot goes down. Marjanovic has got his first points in this one.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. And that one is good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Just 5 on the clock. And Cantor throws it down.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
The 3 for Doncic. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing on the left. Powell dishes to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Marjanovic.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. McCollum outside. He feeds it to Cantor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And is Cantor so aggressive and assertive. Big-time play.
That's good from Cantor.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Doncic. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Good on the bucket. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Doncic looking it over. Traps in the tray.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Lillard against Doncic. Gets a very good look and converts. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard throws it down.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. The three for Doncic. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lillard with it. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feet away. Cantor. It's good.
Boy, Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive.
Doncic against Lillard. To the middle. Stolen by Cantor. Lillard left side. Launches a three. The second effort. Cantor, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Powell. Lillard outside. The three from McCollum. And the miss. And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.